very positive person. And I don't know, maybe that'll help her today.
And Bob makes a good aggressive shot, sails past the pocket and leaves the 2-8. Not the kind of spare you want to open up with.
Well, the ball just not coming up, but not a bad shot to open up with. She's being close. Anytime you can get in that 2-pin range with the 2-4, 2-8, anything in there, you're pretty close being in the strike area.
Let me ask you this, and we'll chat about it maybe after this spare conversion attempt of the 2-8. Pretty much straight at it, and takes the 2-pin right off the 8. The point I was going to make is speed control. Does it become that much more important now, Karen, with the lanes as tight as they are?
Well, I think that you don't want to throw the ball too hard, which may become a problem for Lisa Wagner, who has great ball speed. But also, you don't want to go too slow, because then the ball might dive through in the back end, the back portion lane, which has no conditioner on it. But I think actually with more conditioner, it's a little less of an important factor as it is on the very short oil cooking conditions where you have to keep your ball speed up.
Okay. The Wagner comes out, shreds the rack on the right-hand lane, so obviously she keeps the hot hand here after defeating her opponent in match number 1, 192-151, that being Jeannie Maiden.
This is something Riala really hasn't seen when she's been on the telecast. She's getting openings right from the get-go. She's sitting down, she hasn't bowled yet, and she's getting up with a 10-pin advantage before the game even starts. It's got to be a help mentally because she hasn't seen it. She's seen people open up with a 4-bagger or a 5-bagger, and she's saying, oh, great, here they go again. She's got to say, wow, this is okay. And she's getting a handicap before she even starts the game.
A little light, tries to get the shaker hit, and the 7-pin stand. She is 8-17 overall in championship round play, and if you make enough telecasts, Karen, what goes around comes around. You normally find a couple of breaks here and there, and you win a couple of matches you probably shouldn't, but I think the ones that you remember are the ones that you know you bowled well and you get beat.
That's right, and she's had a few, and definitely plays on her mind. Tonight she looks lined up, and so far the two players haven't.
So, Leanna Wagner with a spare in the second, leads by 11 in the early go. And let's see what kind of an adjustment that Jerry Edwards can make here on the right-hand lane.
Jerry, a very slender player, which probably was up to her advantage this week. She's able to keep the ball very close to her body and stay very tight and play a very direct, tight line. You can watch the tight arm swing as she goes away.
Well, she hit that one funny hard. Excellent roll. Nice aggressive shot. So Edwards strikes in the second.
Besides being Jerry Edwards, good fundamentals. She has a very sound game. An instructor at the professional bowling camp, she's learned this. She has a good arm swing. Right there, it gets a little bit high, but she needs it to get into the power. Good position, very tight with her ankle. And again, the good extension we've seen on all three players.
Almost the a la Karen Ellingsworth lock shot there. Got that one out of the lane.
Well, I think Jerry hung up a little bit.
I think she did too.
She doesn't have consistent lock, but she got that down a lot earlier.
And leaves the soft 5-pin. So if you're going to leave anything down there, that's probably the one. And made the slight adjustment, hit the pocket, but not quite enough.
Jerry, who spins the ball just a little bit and doesn't often get the real hard drive in the back. She's very accurate, though. You can see the lower track right there, the conditioner on the ball. Her track is a little low, and that time just deflecting and not getting the 5 out. It's very obvious with the conditioner ring around the ball.
So with the heavy roll, the ring is up near the fingers and the thumb, as opposed to being a little further away. And no problem with the 5-pin. So Edwards trying to settle in and get a little comfortable here in the championship round. Meanwhile, Leanna Wagner will step up now in the third. Next in line, Lisa Wagner. I hope we don't get confused if Leanna wins this match. And, of course, Carol Giannotti, our top seed from Perth, Australia. That right?
Exactly.
A three-wheeler.
I decided not to try my Australian accent.
Okay.
I've been there, and they told me I was no good. So.
I heard you were using your Texas accent today. You went to one of the state fairs, huh?
Yes, we had a good time. I hope my drawl doesn't come out this easy.
Did you buy anything?
Yeah.
Trying to hold pocket, and it does. Dandy shot by Wagner, who really seems to be fine-tuning the shot on lane 26.
She certainly does. She feels very confident. She's coming through the ball really crisp, really quick, and she's playing a very tight line, going right in over on top of the head pin.
Almost like, it looks like one of the old fallback shots. It almost looks like the ball's falling back a little bit and then gripping, and haven't seen that one in quite some time.
Right. We really haven't seen that much conditioner out on the Ladies Pro Bowlers Tour. We bowled on very short oil hooking conditions, and this is the tightest we've seen in a long time.
Trying to throw the first double of the match here. Plenty of roll, and a beautiful shot for Leanna Wagner, who doubles up in the third and the fourth, and now leads by 21 here in the early stages of match number 2.
Was a marrow transplant. Too often the victims can't find a donor match within their family. You can provide someone like Stacey Summer, the daughter of LCDC Chairman John Summer, the chance.
Is Jerry Edwards.
Needs to get back in this match right here. And a good shot. She also looks lined up on lane 26. It appears in these 4 frames that lane 26 is the easier of the 2 lanes, which we didn't seem to think any lane was easy in the first match.
It's amazing. You get a different player in there with a different angle, different approach, and all of a sudden they start throwing strikes. Jerry with a 2-8 lead in the opening frame. And she took the 2 off the 8 and then made the 5 pin. So let's see if she moves a touch further to the right here.
She may. I think she thought lane 25 was hooking a little bit more than it actually was. The carry down may have went down during the first match.
Tries to tighten up more speed. Sensational comeback double for Edwards, who throws the pressure back to Leanna Wagner.
Again, Jerry having a much better attack of this pair than Jeannie Maiden because she's able to stay so tight and go so direct. We don't see hardly any break at all. The ball going up on top of the head pin, taking off 10 pins back. You can see right there how tight in her body she is. And I think she's happy with the result. She knew it was a good shot when she let go.
Leanna taking just a little more time.
Yeah, I had said that when she did become pregnant, she's had a lot of trouble with her hands sweating. And she doesn't really know why, but she has to take a little more time.
Probably nervous. Look up there. Oh, no. Thought it might. Looked like it might shake things loose, and she leads to 4-5. An accurate player, though. She'll give this one a run.
Yes, this is not always a difficult pair for the professional. We see converted, I would say, more than half of the time.
How do you play this off your strike shot here, Karen?
Well, here again, you don't want to hook the ball too much on anything in this condition. You want to go very straight, very direct. You can see Leanna starting at about the 20th board, the center dot. She's going to go very straight. Good chance.
And she slices the 4 and the 5. Terrific shot for Leanna Wagner in the 5th, who continues to lead by 9.
You can see right here, the ball really not breaking too much. It looks like it is from this angle, but it's going very straight, very direct, and she splits the 2 pins perfectly.
4-5 is no more. Leanna Wagner with a beautiful split conversion. Continues to lead by 11 as we get an update on the score.
Again, you can see the ring of oil around Leanna's ball. It's very obvious. Again, a little lower track, which causes them to leave the 4-5 or 3.
Not as much speed, but a good result for Leanna Wagner on the left-hand lane, so she strikes in the 6th. Meanwhile, Gary Edwards works on a double. And this one's tightened up considerably.
It sure has. Right here, Jerry really can come back into this match. Looks like a good shot.
Heavy roll one more time, and Jerry Edwards is lined up, and I have a feeling that Leanna realizes that. And she has taken the lead for the first time in this one.
Jerry is no new player to competition. She competed for 4 years at Penn State on collegiate championship teams.